Welcome subscribers to our Paranormal Adventures YouTube channel. I am here in Foster, Rhode Island at the Hopkins Mill Cemetery. Have a highway over here, so you're gonna hear a lot of traffic going by. So we'll be cognizant of that. And in the distance over there is an old cemetery stones, and the grave, the cemetery goes further down there. Really not that big of a cemetery. Have a lonely road over here to the side. I am at the grave of Dolly Cole. She was also known as Dorothy Dolly Ellen Cole. Now, you'll notice I have some equipment set up here. I have an SLS camera, which is not operational as of yet. And then over here, I have a REM pod at the base of the Cole grave and one on the top. Now, they are active. So many of you who are familiar with a REM pod, if something goes by it, you're going to hear that, or with the paranormal music box. Okay, that's going to go off. So I'm going to stay away from those and see if we catch anything. I don't want to set it off myself. Now, Rhode Island is home to a number of spooky ghost stories and haunted houses. And Halloween approaching next month. Places like this cemetery are going to be filled with ghost hunters. Well, in 1865, 27-year-old Dorothy Dolly Ellen Cole lived on Tucker Road here in Foster, Rhode Island, right close to where the Hopkins Mill used to be. The townspeople thought Cole was a witch and gave her the name the Foster Witch. And they believed that she had the gift of healing. One day in 1865, Cole was fetching a pail of water for drinking. Well, as she navigated through the woods, her neighbors were setting her house on fire. But they had no idea that Cole left the property. They thought she was inside the house when they set the fire. So obviously, the neighbors had murder on their minds. Instead, unfortunately, her daughter was in the house and she was burning to death, unable to escape the raging flames. Despite her claims of being a, quote unquote, good witch, the townspeople turned on Cole and stripped her of her home and her child with one strike of a flame. She was so heartbroken. Cole swore vengeance, and she ran deep into the woods that night, straddling the line on Tucker Hollow Road and Ramtail Road. This is the road right here. This is Ramtail Road right here. She stopped by the edge of a stream and she conjured a curse to the mill so that no one would pass the land without seeing her and remembering what happened to her on that fateful day. Little did she know that the townsfolk were waiting for her arrival. Cole's angry, vindictive neighbors and frightened townspeople ganged up on her and murdered her. They murdered her with pitchforks and pushed her into the water where she would never be seen again. Or so they thought. After months had passed, her body turned up on the side of a dirt road in the forest, covering the gleaming, running water all over her. A century later, the people of Providence County named the sparkling stream Dolly Cole Brook, which lies under the Danielson Pike Bridge, which would be through there. Where you see the highway and the cars going there, just right across the street. So they named that brook after her. Residents say that her curse still lingers and haunts this area. Many have claimed to have seen Cole all over the town. One of the most well-known sightings was claimed by a father and son who were fishing at the brook just down over there. Now, it started as a normal expedition into the brook for the father and son, but that soon changed. By the water, the son saw a barefoot woman in a long, torn white dress with long brown hair and a wooden bucket to draw water. As soon as he spotted the woman, she started walking towards the son. He turned away in fear, but when he gazed at her once more, she vanished. She was gone. So, did this supposed curse work? Was this the ghost, the spirit of Dolly Cole approaching the boy, thinking that he was her daughter that was burned in the flames? Others say that she drifts along the dirt road where her body was found. And it continues to go down there. This is the cement road here, but when you continue to go down, it turns into a dirt road. So others say that she drifts along the dirt road where the body was found, close to her gravestone in Hopkins Mills Cemetery. And that's a stone right there. The townsfolk claimed Dolly was a prostitute. Others claimed she was a witch. The same accusations were leveled against Mercy Brown in Exeter, Rhode Island in 1892. They claimed she was a witch. You can check out my video on Mercy Brown here on my Paranormal Adventures YouTube channel. Ghosts of perished mill workers and the haunted graves of plague victims are commonly found there among the ruins and forgotten grave sites scattered throughout these woods. Yet, all of these hauntings, no name has earned itself more prominence and confusion among the fraternity of the restless than the person you see here, Dolly Cole. This area was also home to the Ram's Tail factory. This place is so haunted that in 1885, the Rhode Island census designated this area as a haunted place. Hopkins Mills Cemetery was established in the 1760s. It is ranked as one of the most haunted cemeteries right here in Rhode Island. Now, I came out here some time ago with a group that I used to be a member of, and we got some good evidence at the Ram's Tail area. We were approached by a security guard, and he asked for our driver's license and was going to give our names to the Foster Police Department. But he recognized one of the members in our group as a former probation officer and a friend of his. And based on that, he allowed us to continue our investigation. Now, 2 teenagers were killed right there on Route 6. Near here about a year ago, I believe. And there have been many crazy incidents around this area. Now, we know witchcraft was taboo between the 17th and the late 19th century. A series of investigations and persecutions that caused 19 convicted witches to be hanged and many other suspects to be imprisoned in Salem Village in Massachusetts Bay Colony, which is now called Danvers, Massachusetts. So Mercy Brown in Exeter, Rhode Island, was not the only woman to be accused of being a witch. This lady right here, Dolly Cole, suffered under the same persecution. Both Dolly Cole and Mercy Brown was more a victim of a witch hunt, no pun intended, than actual practicing witches. Dolly Cole was an alleged witch. She did seek vengeance on the village people who killed her daughter when they burnt her house down, thinking Dolly was in there. Could this be related to the many incidents happening in this area, like the fatal car crash of those two teenagers right on Route 6 about a year ago? And of course, other crazy events that have happened in this area. So what we're going to do is see if we can find if anything is here. I'd like to come here when it's a little bit darker. It's evening right now, a little after 5 p.m. It's very warm, September 2023. But I figured if I come here just a little bit later in the evening, as it's getting maybe a little bit darker, that we might be able to find or maybe catch something. So that's why I have my REM pod down there at the base of the Cole grave and the paranormal music box right there on the top. I'm also going to initiate the Ghost Tube app that I've had, and I've really got some good responses with that. And then later on we'll fire up the SLS camera, and you see I have it aimed right at the Cole grave to see if we could catch something here at the Hopkins Mills Cemetery. So let's see what we can find. So I'm going green mode. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat here. I'm going green mode right now. Here at the Hopkins Mill Cemetery. Is there anybody here with us right now that would like to say something?
The doll.
The doll? Where's the doll? What doll are you talking about? It says, where's the doll? Is there a doll somewhere here in the area? Well, let's see if we can pan around and find a doll. I'm not seeing a doll at all. I was at the Warrens, Etta Lorraine Warren's grave in Monroe, Connecticut last week. And of course they had a Raggedy Ann doll, or I would assume they would call it the Annabelle doll, over there. But I don't see any dolls here.
It's outside. Tell me about it.
It's outside. I am outside. And I do want to tell you about it. You hear that, guys? It's outside. Tell me about it. Well, okay, I'm outside. Let's see if we can find it. Is there a doll somewhere over here? That's pretty neat. It's a doll. Tell me about it. It's outside. Tell me about it, it says. But I'm not seeing any dolls. And no, I'm not seeing any dolls at all. Sorry to disappoint you, but I am not seeing any dolls whatsoever. I mean, if you want to consider that a doll, which really isn't really a doll at all, it's just a porcelain angel. And over here we have all these older stones from people back in the day. You really can't read them, they're so old. I'm sorry, I could not find a doll. You said it's somewhere outside, but I can't find it. So we're going to make our way back to the Cole grave. You can do me a favor, can you make one of those devices go off, please? I have two devices right here on your stone. You can make one of those devices go off, please. All right, now we're going back to regular light mode here. And just as I was doing that, the paranormal music box played very briefly, but there's still nothing significant. Can you make that go off, please? So I can see a little action there. Dolly, can you make that musical box play for me, please? I know you can do it. Now, guys, you can see the light. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, now it's going. Wow. You hear that, guys? The music box it's playing steadily now, but there's no action on the REM pod. You see, but I know you can do it. Keep it playing. Wow. Guys, you got to be like right on top of that thing in order for it to play. Dolly, can you keep it going for us, please? Can you keep it going, please? Wow. Okay, I can see you want to stop. You make it go again. There's no action on the REM pod here. Well, that was pretty neat. That was really neat. This thing could be a little bit heavy at times. So I'm going to switch. So you can see it right there. That's the gravestone. Oh, it just timed out on me. $45. Okay, what's the significance of 45? Hey guys, check this out. In front of the Cole grave, Stephen P. Angel, born 1882, died 1945. Wow. Is that a correspondence or what? That was really neat. So we can see the family members here of the Cole family. 1863, 1943, 1868, 1942, 1882, 1945. That was neat. I appreciate you sharing the date of the death of someone in the Cole family there. That was really neat. Something appeared in front of them. Pray? Guys, check this out. The word pray just came through, and there's this gravestone over here that says Earl S. Pray. Wow. So we got a word, pray, and then I remembered seeing this stone right here, Earl S. Pray. And then we got a stick figure right directly in front of that Cole gravesite. So it's getting a little bit late out here, and it seems like things are really starting to pick up a little bit. I really would like to walk away with something really good, really significant for the viewers. I got 45, and then behind the Cole stone is her family, and one of them was Stephen P. Angel. You can see he died in 1945. Then I got the word pray, not connected to Dolly, but you see that's where this person is laid to rest here, Earl Pray. Rich. So was he rich? Was the Cole family rich? Or was this guy Earl Pray rich? I'm getting some really good responses here. Is there anything else you would like to tell us? Dangerous. Dangerous? Am I in a very dangerous area because we're surrounded by woods? Because of tragedies that have happened around here? Are you saying I'm in danger? Is that what you're telling me? Guys, check it out. You can see the figure right in front of the Cole cemetery, right in front of the Cole grave. You see it? There's a figure right there in front of the Cole grave. I know with the light behind me makes it difficult to see, but it's right there. Wow, it's right there. See it? See the stick figure right there? Dolly Cole, is that you? Guys, this is like the first figure that we've seen on the SLS camera. Look at it. Head, arms, the legs right in front. There it is, even better. You see it even better. Check it out. Check that out, guys. Right in front of the Cole grave. Dolly Cole, is that you? If that's you, can you wave to me? Oh, the thing just died out on me.